In this video, I'm going to be talking about how to play Reina as a beginner and how to approach learning Tekken with this character and what some of her most useful tools are. So first off, we're going to go over her basic toolkit. Basically, she has one of the best jabs in the game and it has massive range, also due to the fact that she has this special step. By just stepping forward, you can extend the range of the jab pretty significantly, making it even better because jabs are the main way to start mix-ups in Tekken. Another tool that is very important is her down forward one, and it is very good on hit and on block. As you can see, on hit it's +4 and it's very easily staggerable, so if you hit it you can just do it again, not finish any strings, and make the enemy second guess themselves if they're trying to play too much passively against you. Her cancels from down forward 1 are down forward 1-1, and this basically checks smashing. As you can see, the second hit is a hide, so it's very duckable. Also, this can be used as a very good punish because it's 13 frames startup. Another important follow-up from this is down forward 1-2, and as you can see, it's an heat engager. It enables mix-ups, and even in heat you can cancel it again and do extra damage, so it's very good and very oppressive and aggressive. Another important fact about this, if they respect this move too much, is you can also cancel it into Sentai by holding forward. So down forward 1 into forward leads into mix-ups, so if they put too much respect on you, you can mix them up with this. So it's basically one of the best moves in my opinion in the entire game. Her down forward one has massive range, it's great as a combo tool, leads into mix-ups, is very safe, allows you to sidestep even on block, but that is a much broader topic which I won't focus on right now. Also up close, one of the best moves basically that she has is down back 2, and as you can see it's a low. You also need lows to open up people in this game because basically just standing or holding back is gonna block highs and mids, so you need lows as pokes. Essentially, lows in this game are very risky, so any of these lows, most of the lows that get blocked are gonna lead to you getting launch punished, so I would recommend you to very sparingly use these moves. Another very important low that she has, which I rarely see people this version of the low being used, but it's a very useful up close. So basically from her crouch dash you can do her version of a hell sweep, which is down forward 4-2, but due to the fact that this can be a bit slower, it's kind of easy to react to this. And there's a version of the move that I see people rarely use, which does 2 less damage, but it's basically the same move. So instead of doing the manual crouch dash, which is just tapping forward into down forward and then doing the move, you can also do down forward 3, sorry. So if you press down forward kick, you can go into crouch dash right away. So this allows you to do this move a little bit faster. And essentially it can also lead into mix-ups if you hold down. It's gonna go into Heaven's Wrath, and as you can see, you're +6. In Heaven's Wrath, you leave yourself open to getting bodied by power crushes or anything that has armor on it, basically just being heat smash and rage art. So basically, if you're trying to do this, just do this and reset to neutral and pretend like you don't even have a mix-up after that, in order to be safe, which is the way that I would like to approach playing this game, because safety leads to consistency and consistency leads to more wins, in my opinion. Alright, so that was like some of the most base and useful tools up close. When it comes to the mid-range, she has one of the most oppressive buttons that automatically leads into mix-ups, especially on hit, which is 4-4-2. I think you should very much abuse this move until it gets nerfed. And if you press forward 4-2 and hold forward, she does this spin thing, and as you can see, you're +12, and it guarantees the 3 afterwards, which leads into another mix-up. As you can see, it does massive damage, and you can mix up again. Another tool that is very important is this. It leads into plus frames, so after the forward 4-2, if they respect it too much or try to duck, you can do the 4, and on hit it's gonna ground them and you can go for follow-up damage there. So it's very useful. It has a ton of follow-ups. For example, 1-2 beats mashing because it has armor on the first hit. Also, you have an unblockable grab, so this is very useful as a mix-up. If you want to be safe, you can do 4-4-2 into 2. You can do 4-4-2 into 3+4, which is a low high crushing mix-up. So basically it's one of the best approaching tools. It's very hard to step as well, and it's -9 on block, and even if you do this on block, this is the follow-up 3 is going to trade with jabs. So basically what I would recommend after doing forward 2 forward 2 is do most of the time the 3 follow-up, because it's very safe and it's +1 on block as well. And if the enemy ducks too much, you can go into the 2. You can also do 1+2, but this is mainly a combo tool instead of used for mix-ups. So the best ones are forward 2 into 3, which is this heat engager leading into another mix-up that she has, or forward 2 2, or if they put too much respect, forward 2 4, and the low obviously 3+4. So those are the basic and main ways to use this move, but I would have used it basically anytime you're in mid-range like this and you're trying to approach and get in on offense at the enemy character. Apart from her forward 2, she has a lot of more tools that are also useful, but mainly because forward 2 is really good, there's basically no reason to use most of the time these moves. So it's back 2 and tap forward 4. These are very good moves with long range, but mainly because forward 2 is too good, most people do not use them, but it is very good to know that you have a very far-reaching tracking move as well, which stops sidesteps completely. And also this on punish counter or counter hits crumples, allowing you a combo, which is just tap forward and delay a bit until she does this special walk into 4. So those are very effective tools as well. Now we're gonna go into other specific stuff about this character, and that is how to do mix-ups. So the main way to do mix-ups in Tekken is from jab, but that is a video that I could do on itself only because it's very complicated and in-depth. But the main thing that we want to talk about is making plus frames with this character. So she has a lot of ways of making plus frames. As I said previously, you can do forward 2 into 3. As you can see, it's +1, allowing you for a jab if they mash. Another one is also from forward 2, which leads into 4, forward 2 4. And as you can see, it's +4, allowing you for a free mid. That's like one of the main ways to do mix-ups. Another one is forward 4, basically. And you mainly want to do this after heat dash. So if you do, for example, this and you hit them, this is like one of the safe ways to make enemies block on wake up. If they don't block, the follow-up after this is free, or if they try to crouch and get hit by this, the follow-up of down forward 1 2 is free after that. So this is also another way to get very nicely plus frames and force them to guess. You can do this into 2 2 1, for example, and if they mash, you're gonna destroy them. Another useful tool for getting plus frames, and one of the best ones that she has, is running 3. So while running 3, as you can see, it's +6. Another important plus frame move that she has is while running 4. But be careful when using this too much. It's a high, it can be ducked, so you can get destroyed for this. But you have the running 3 as well as a mix-up to scare them off ducking, because this is going to destroy them as well. The main thing about this that is really good is it's +4, but if you hold down, it goes into Heaven's Wrath, making it +8. So you can do more mix-ups from this if it's blocked. And the main way to do mix-ups from this is going into Heaven's Wrath, leads to the pressing 2 is the medium mix-up that you do there. It's very safe on block, as you can see. To -9, it pushes them very far away. But the other option that she has there is this unblockable command grab. And basically that's the main mix-up. You don't even need a wall for this. So if you do this, the command grab is 16 frames, but you're +8, so basically it even beats smashing jab. The only thing that I think that they could do is maybe backdash. I haven't tested it, but probably because it's too close, you can't even backdash this. Another thing is if they try to duck the grab, which is like the only answer, you have the mid as a mix-up. So that is another way to get plus frames and do a mix-up afterwards right away with this character. Obviously you can opt to not even go into the Heaven's Wrath and take the +4 and just do a down forward 1 or something else. So that is like the basic way to do plus frames with this character. I think I covered everything when it comes to those. Maybe there's some more, but those are the most notable and useful ones. All right, so another important point that I need to make is punishment. And thankfully Tekken made this very easy to teach and learn as well. And I won't have to spend a lot of time explaining this. So we basically open up training mode. You go into this tab, which is punishment training. And for beginners, I would recommend picking the normal mode until you get familiar with your punishments. So basically this auto gives you moves that you can punish from 10 to 15 frames. So you're basically trying to find or learn your character's strings that punish moves that are -10 to -15. And I would recommend every move that you're trying to punish, first off block it and look at the information. So after blocking the entire string there, Reina is +17, allowing you to do a 15 frame punish or a higher, as you can see, up to 17 frames. And also I would recommend you to turn off the dummy frame data so you can see how minus the character is, but basically just looking at one you can tell how plus your character is, but that doesn't matter that much. Anyway, so after you block the move a couple of times, you just don't even have to press anything. Go for the punish, which in this case is down forward 2. And for example, this next move, you have a string that is a punish, which is 2-2-1, and you have to do it very nicely because it's very tight. As you can see, it's +12, and the move startup is 12 frames as well. So get familiar with the timing and learn this. This is very important, and this is one of the best ways to learn Tekken and how to beat people at low level. Basically just blocking their disgusting stuff and knowing how to punish it is very effective at low levels, because people do not know how to do proper mix-ups or force any kind of respect against you. So basically learning this is gonna prop up your skill a lot. So for example, there is another specific thing about this. You don't really have to punish the way the game recommends you. As you can see, this move is -13 and it recommends you to punish with forward 2-4, but you can test out other stuff that you have. For example, Reina can punish this with down forward 1-2, and it's also a heat engager, and it leads into more mix-up, which I would recommend. In that case, that is probably the better punisher for the -13, but you can very much experiment with this. Also with sidestepping. This move is not sidesteppable because it's a homing, but as you can see, it's -12, and Reina's 1+2, for example, is -12 as well, is 12 frames as well, so you can punish with that instead. Keep in mind, you can experiment with this a lot, and you can also try to sidestep some moves. For example, this move, I don't think it's sidesteppable, maybe sidewalkable. Yeah, as you can see, you can sidewalk it and punish it as well. You don't have to go for the punishment route that is recommended by the guide. So it's very useful in a lot of different ways, and also it's very useful against learning the matchups against the character that you're practicing with, because you're gonna see what the moves that they usually use are. These are basically the compilation of some of the most useful tools that the characters has, and you can practice very much how to deal with it. For example, this one. This is the while rousing punish, and you also make sure to learn this. And also another important thing to learn from this is the combo after you get a launch punish. For example, this move is launch punishable, and it is very important, for example, to learn what the best way to punish these moves are. To block this while rising 1-1 or 1. As you can see, this is -14, but the move that you're recommended to do is 11 frame startup. So this is also something that you can change. You can go into down forward 1-2, which in my opinion is the better punish because it leads into more mix-up and damage. This is an electric, and as you can see, the electric, which is not an electric in this case, it's a high, and it recommends you to do a 10 frame punish. But for example, you can duck this move and do a even better combo. And keep in mind, you can experiment with these punishes, and also make sure to check out one of my combo tutorial guides with this character, and you can implement your combos into this and get a much better damaging combo after punishing in the punishment training. Anyway, that will be it for this video, and make sure to hit that like and subscribe button if anything that I said to you in this video helps you, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.